Network marketing made easy. Have you been in network marketing for a little while, or are you just starting in network marketing and feeling a little overwhelmed, frustrated, or stuck when it comes to building your business? Well, today I really want to dive deep and hopefully simplify it for you so you can actually start getting into action in your business. Well, my name is Karin Angeli from KarinAngeli.com. I teach and train network marketers how to build their businesses in the online space. And today I really want to dive deep and talk about how you can have a little bit of an easier time when it comes to building your network marketing business. Does that sound good? I would love to know if this is something that is interesting or intriguing to you, all right? So stick around with me, because if you hang around with me, I've got something special for you at the end that you can actually start learning how to attract prospects straight to your business, okay? So hang around with me until then, all right? So let's get into this. So when I first started in network marketing, the easiest way for somebody to explain to me how to do this business was with the use of a baseball diamond, okay? So because that's how I started, it just seems so simple to me. So I want you to imagine a baseball diamond. And if you can't imagine one, I'm gonna pop one right up there for you, okay? So we're gonna think about that baseball diamond, okay? We're going to think about how we're starting at home plate with that baseball diamond, right? Like, what we wanna do is we wanna take our prospects all the way around back to home again, right? So the thing we gotta start off with first, and this is super duper crucial, okay? The first thing you gotta start off with in your business is posture. We haven't even stepped up to the plate yet, okay? We haven't even gone up to the plate to swing a bat, because the first thing we need to focus on is our posture. How are we connecting with people? Are we confident in who we are? We don't have to know everything about our business, okay? This is a huge distinction I want you to understand, okay? You don't have to know everything about your business. That's the really cool thing about network marketing done right, okay? But we want to have the posture to know that what we have to offer people is really awesome, okay? We have to have the confidence in ourselves that even if we don't know everything, we can still point people in the right direction so that they can get the information they need in order to join us, okay? That is posture. If you feel a little stuck with posture, that's okay. Sometimes it takes some time for people. And listen, if you're thinking to yourself, I would love to build my posture, I'd love to connect with you today. So feel free to reach out to me, because listen, I get it. I've been there, I've done that. I started network marketing once upon a time as well. So I know how you feel, okay? So working on that posture, having confidence in what you have to offer as being something that could be so amazing for people. Your products, your services, your business. Huge, okay? This is how we start with our posture. All right, so now we are ready. We're getting ready to step up to the plate. We have our posture in place. We're stepping up to the plate. Now, the first thing we want to start doing is prospecting, okay? Now, I'm going to share a pet peeve with you, okay? My biggest pet peeve when it comes to network marketers building their business in the online space is that they think that prospecting means friend requesting anyone and everyone, and then sending people that accept my friend request a message asking them to look at my business. That is so unprofessional. Do not do this. What's even worse is when people don't even send friend requests but send those messages anyways, okay? This puts a bad name on the industry. Don't do this. Let me ask you a question. Do you like telemarketers? Probably not. They're probably super duper annoying, right? I know for me, when I see a telemarketer that is calling me, and I generally know when it's a telemarketer because I'm like, I don't know that number, so I'm not going to pick up. And More often than not, it's a telemarketer, okay? When I know a telemarketer is calling me, I ignore. This is the exact same thing that people are doing when you are sending those random messages, okay? You may get some results at first, but I'm telling you right now, those results will start to dwindle and you'll start to feel really crappy over time of doing that, okay? Trust me when I say I've done it before. It was effective for me at the time. I did this years ago. It was effective for me at the time. In today's world, it's no longer an effective way to build your business. It's going to frustrate you. It's going to frustrate the people that you connect with. It's just going to frustrate everyone. So don't do it. Okay? So prospecting. What I want you to do is I want you to sit down and ask yourself, who is your perfect prospect? It's not everyone. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't even know where to start with this, I actually did a training. I'm going to pop it up here for you. There is a training that I did talking about figuring out who that perfect prospect is and actually connecting with that perfect prospect. So if you're thinking to yourself, I need to know more, tap that. I would love to share with you how you can figure out who your perfect prospect is. Okay? So, pause this if you need to, watch that, whatever, I don't know. Do what you need to do, okay? But prospecting means finding that perfect prospect, somebody that already wants what you have to offer. You don't have to feel like you're badgering them. They are already your perfect prospect, okay? We want to start connecting with those people, okay? And in the online space, a lot of times what this looks like is doing something I like to call 333, okay? So when we're connecting with people, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to message back and forth forever until we feel like we're gonna die. That's not always effective either, right? Like that's honestly one of the most frustrating things if you're just going back and forth in Messenger feeling like you're not moving forward. One thing you can do that's super duper effective is you can actually start connecting with somebody on their profile, okay? Connect with somebody on their profile, connect with somebody on their stories, connect with somebody in 3 different ways over the course of 3 days, okay? The more somebody sees your face, they're gonna go, okay, I know who that is. And then you can connect with them and ask them if they'd be open to taking a look at a different thing. Okay, like this is pretty simple, right? But it's a great way to start prospecting people in the online space. And I've done some other really great trainings specifically diving into this. So feel free to check those out as well. Okay, so let's continue. So we're prospecting, okay? When we are prospecting, okay, so we have just started our prospecting at home base, okay? First base is where we start to pique their interest, okay? So maybe we've done our 333, we've connected on their page, we've connected on their profile, we've connected on stories, whatever, the whole 9 yards, okay? We've connected with them. Now it's time to pique their interest. Ask yourself, what might I say for this particular prospect that is going to pique their interest, okay? Maybe it has to do with your product. Maybe it has to do with your business, okay? For me, when I'm connecting with people, I really want to make sure that the words that I'm using are actually going to interest them. Pretty simple, right? So saying things that particular person wants to do in their life is going to be effective, okay? So examples are maybe you have a health and wellness product, okay? Well, I show people how to turn back the clock on aging. If you'd ever like to know, I'd be glad to show you. If you have a skincare product, well, I show people how to get rid of wrinkles and look like they're 21 again. If you'd ever like to know, I'd be glad to show you. These are some ways of piquing people's interest. Think about things that you can say that would be intriguing to your perfect prospect so that they might take a look at what you have to offer. All right? Like, not difficult, but sometimes we make it difficult. okay? I show people how to make more money part-time than they do full-time. If you'd ever like to know, I'd be glad to show you. Simple, yeah? So we're piquing someone's interest. Once we have piqued their interest, we are now starting to go around that baseball diamond, okay? So we were on first base, piquing their interest. We are now going to second base, okay? So their interest is piqued. They're like, oh, tell me more. I'd love to hear. Now it's time to point to something. So we point at tools, okay? This means that we want to get out of our own way, okay? We don't want to sit there and explain the ins and outs of our product and and confuse ourselves, confuse our prospect. We just want to give them the information that they need, okay? So we point at tools. These can be videos. These can be presentations, webinars, whatever, okay? We want to get our prospects some information. Maybe we have pamphlets that we can share with them. We want to point at tools. And when we're pointing at tools, this is super duper important that and I did this today, okay? So I know this is totally doable. We point at a tool, and then while we're pointing at a tool, so I said to my prospect, hey, listen, I would love to share this video with you. When is a good time for you to watch this and then for me to follow up with you? Okay? We set up a time on Wednesday to follow up. Okay? This is where we start going over to third base. Okay? So now that we've piqued their interest, we've pointed at a tool, now third base, we're doing that follow-up, which a lot of times means getting that person onto a three-way call, okay? Today, it was very simple for me to say, listen, I'd love for you to take a look at this. And then when is a good time for me to connect back with you? Because I want to get all of your questions answered. And I am going to invite a business partner to help answer those questions. Okay? So we set up a time, and now we have a three-way call set up. So now we can get that prospect's information answered. Okay? So we are going to third base now. Okay? That's that three-way call. Okay? We're actually pulling ourselves out of the equation. And I want you to write this down right now. The less you say, the more you make. Okay? That little saying right there eases up a lot of discomfort, a lot of fear, because that means that I don't have to know everything. That means that I can point at tools, I can point at people, and then I can start to build my business. Okay? So that third base is that three-way call, okay? So we're pointing at that tool, we're doing that three-way call, and then once we've done that three-way call, it is now the job of the person that's doing the three-way call to answer those questions, to do the things to help with the close, okay? As a new person, you don't have to feel like you have to close, okay? That is a skill set that can sometimes come with time. And that's okay. You don't have to know it right away. Your upline will absolutely teach that to you, because I know they want you to be successful, and they also want you to duplicate the things that you're doing, right? So they want you to be able to duplicate that in your team as you build your own team, okay? So we've done the three-way call. Now we're rounding and we're coming towards home base. And we are able to, from that three-way call, start talking about signing up that customer, signing up that person as a customer, or signing up that person as a distributor, okay? That is the job of the three-way call, to help sift and sort and figure out where this particular person fits in if you're brand new. If you've been doing this for a little while, you may already know how to sift and sort that, okay? But it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. This concept still is the same. Okay, so I don't want you to overthink this because it really can be so simple, just like that. Okay, so we start with our posture, then we start with prospecting. Okay, then we go ahead and we start piquing the interest of our prospect. Then we point to those tools. And the last thing we want to do is we want to pass off that person to somebody that can chat with them, that can connect with them, okay? Hopefully this is simple. Hopefully this helps to clear up anything that may confuse you about the industry, because it doesn't necessarily have to be difficult. It's just one of those things that the more you do this, the more you go around that baseball diamond, the more success you will have. And I'm living testament of that because I've done this before, okay? So listen, at the beginning of this video, I told you that I was gonna share with you a way where you could actually start attracting people to you. Would you like to have that prospecting portion be just a little bit easier, where you actually have people reaching out to you in the online space instead of you always having to chase after them? Listen, if that's you, I actually left for you a link in the description where you can actually start figuring out how to do this on social media. It's 5 days of social media hacks so that you can start figuring out how to connect with people, how to have people connect with you in the online space and start coming your way. All right, so go ahead and check out that link. Hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye.